Okay, everyone. This is something that people have been asking for quite a bit. It's a DIY for button fix, specifically the auto buttons on the Mercedes auto climate control cluster. As you can see right now, the auto light is on. See on both sides here. Forgive the mess in my car. But I'm going to go ahead and switch off here so that it turns the auto mode off, but you can kind of see what actually operates the button itself. It's kind of this white square. So if you press on that white square, it turns the auto mode back on. So basically what happens is, let me turn this down, is that the little plastic piece on the button itself breaks off in there over time because it's a very thin piece of plastic, and you could probably find it in there somewhere, you know, and re-glue that piece back in. It'll probably fail again, but I chose a different route. Chose to kind of reinforce it a little bit. If we go in there, and you can see how the backlighting lights up for the button itself. But anyway, getting back into it, I don't think you can really see it, but there's two little hooks inside here. I'm going to turn the light on. Hopefully we can see it. But there's two little hooks. One of them's broken on mine, that hold in a swiveling metal clip, and that's actually what holds the button in itself. I believe mine were broken because the previous owner of my car tried to repair this himself or herself or whoever, or maybe he did an independent shop that didn't know much about these cars, and how this system is set up and how this cluster itself was built, because it looks like they tried to pry this, and this is actually one of the reasons that I carbon fiber or vinyl carbon fiber wrapped faux carbon fiber, is because they stuck a screwdriver or maybe a trim removal piece tool in here and chipped the wood, glued it back on, and that's why it's actually shiny right there, as there's some residue left. So anyhow, getting into it though, I posted some pictures earlier of how to kind of reinforce the button, and what I use is, they look red and they look plastic, but it's actually metal. It's actually paper clips with some Gorilla Glue. Now, I did this in December of 2013, and we are in December 2012. Now we're in November of 2013, and it's still pretty strong. There's no real signs of failure. I use it all the time. I'm a big air conditioning guy. Oops, sorry about that. So I use that button quite often. When you're replacing this, it's kind of a good idea to get an angle on this towards the outside of the unit to clip it back in. But you know, basically what you're going to do is kind of wiggle it back into place, and then you'll push it, and that's what's actually going to clip it back in now. Mine, as you can see, it's good on the top. On the bottom is where it doesn't quite clip in because that's what's broken. Now the passenger side, where I did the same thing because that one didn't work either, that one's fully clipped in. That one works just fine, and it's, you know, it's not going to go anywhere. But as you can see, they both work just fine now. And it really didn't cost anything. It cost a couple of paper clips at work and some Gorilla Glue, but definitely keeps me able to use the auto portion of the climate control. And you can see, it really pretty much works each time without fail, because it's a basic operation design. Little piece of plastic breaks, doesn't push the button, put something in place to that plastic, button gets pushed. So if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks.